Chapter 11. He is the one. Yes, it was a perfect oscillation from him. She pulled back in bewilderment, then fixed her lips deep and engulfed him in total submission of the action. They made a decade scene. Customers gave them a thunderous applause as they ultimately hugged. Aro called her beautiful. He always said it. She, for the first time, replied, "Thank you." Her power was behind taking pictures. Maybe she wanted Aro to release a second season of the book. Shyness struck Ava when she looked around and saw Ivy watching them. The two had previously rubbished Aro and revealed to each other that they were letting him go for good. Heavens could tell about the vicissitudes that prevailed. It was like a television show. Many people gathered and captured as many videos as they could, while the couple cared less. They were on another planet enjoying the sweet moment. Promptly, her phone buzzed. She had customers and attended it too. When Ava saw the book, she never thought of her job and ran to punish the devil who made her accept that men put on trousers for a reason. She got everything the right way as she speeded to meet Atticus X, the branch supervisor, who never wanted to talk to her. He was mad at what she had done with Aro, yet Atticus had initiated something with Ava a few weeks back. She apologized and escorted him to his Plado TX. As soon as Ava entered the bank, the entire staff stood up and congratulated her upon meeting Mr. Wright. They were so happy for her. To her office, she entered with endless smiles. She was blushing. Ava sat in the chair for a few seconds, then stood up happily. She went to her assistant's office and found him reading the novel. Tellers had copies on their tables. They were waving at her. Her day stopped there. She could not explain what she felt. Ava was in love with Aro. She went home before time and sent an email to Aro. She wanted to see him. Well, Ava had been with men, but Aro penetrated her heart to the deepest parts mysteriously. He caught her off guard. She took a shower while singing loudly the glory of God. She felt the most blessed. In front of the mirror, she stood and frolicked her nose, then smiled. She admitted that Aro knew what he always told her. She was so beautiful. Someone opened the door. Wow! Ivy entered running to her chest. They shouted like never while jumping. Ava, Mwanagwe? I felt ashamed when I saw you. Ivy, Tell me how it started. Sammy texted me to find him at the cafe, then I saw you. Ava, I cannot believe I started it. Can you believe he wrote about me in his novel? Ivy, it was obvious he loves you. What did you expect? Ava, I felt pick killing me, then I looked for him. I do not know what pushed me to him. Ivy, continue. I attacked him and he crossed to the restaurant. I felt so bad and went for him. Ivy, Ava, that was too much. Ava, Sammy and Harper tried to stop me. I could not listen. I wanted him to do something. Ivy, to kiss you? Ava, no, to explain, apologize, slap me. Ivy, you know he cannot even bark at a fly. He's so soft. Ava, sure. He walked out, then I shouted at him. He came back fuming. He loves me. Ivy, have you just known? Ava, this was too much. He kissed me, and I kissed him more. I love him more. Ivy always told her, but she never accepted. For all those months, Ava lived a miserable life. She had grown so fussy and emotional over small things. She hated men as if they killed her relatives. Anyway, they were happy together. Ivy was the happiest, for she had seen her friend reunite with the man she loved at heart. Ava checked the mails. He had not replied, and he complained to Ivy, who still had his contact. They dialed him immediately. When he picked, she went speechless until Ivy snatched the phone and told him to pick her. They jumped onto the bed like young girls of 13. They rushed to the closet and picked the most attractive clothes, then changed through the mirror while talking about Sammy. Ivy debated that he had asked for a date from her that afternoon. Ava swallowed saliva and applied mascara on the eyelashes. She deliberately refused to comment. Ivy smelled something fishy. She pressurized Ava to tell her, "Ava, I do not want to be the reason for your separation." Ivy, "Tell me." Ava, "Do you remember the video that ruined all those months? Sammy sent it." Ivy, "Oh gosh, I knew someone close did that nonsense to split us." Ava, "No, he wanted me dump Arrow. He backbeat Arrow constantly until I stopped him." Ivy, "Oh no, is it true? Why doesn't Arrow know about it?" Ivy proposed to warn Arrow about Sammy before it was late. The man could do anything to hurt Arrow. They exchanged ideas as Ava insisted that Sammy might have made a mistake, but he was generally a good man. There was interruption in the conversation when Ava moved to the door, following her instincts. There was no one. They hastily dressed to kill, applied the best makeup, then stepped out of the house. Arrow was already in place waiting for them. They were so smart. He did not wait for Ava to walk to the car. He stepped forward and gave her a hand with a complimentary statement. "You are so beautiful." It was obvious that hugging him was not abominable. He relaxed in her chest with a deep breath. He had toiled to have her. He spoke to Ivy. "You are so pretty," as a fantastic smile from him drove her to hug him as well. No matter how heavy she was, Arrow carried her to the car, leaving Ivy behind. She promised to join them as soon as possible. She lied. Ivy went back and threw away the clothes, washed off the makeup, and entered the bed crying. She could not believe that Ava finally settled with Arrow, the man Ivy yearned for.